Thanks for tuning in. This is Buzz Stone with episode number 26 of AirWaves. And what I've decided to do is a series of videos, and they're all about a new radio field pack that I'm putting together. In other words, the ability to take my radio gear out into the field, set it up, and be able to establish communications, whether it be an emergency situation or just for the heck of it. You know, you're out hiking or at a park having a picnic, whatever. You set up your radio equipment and see who you can talk to. Like I said, it's going to be a multi-part series, and I'm going to focus on different aspects of the pack in each episode. And then at the end, I'll put it all into the special pack that I purchased and show you what it all looks like. But this first part is going to focus on power, the ability to power the radio out in the field. And what I wanted was something that had enough power that I could operate the radio, of course, but would not take up too much space and be too heavy. And I also wanted to be able to recharge that power source using solar power. So what I've got here on the table before me is the solar equipment that I've arrayed so far. I'm sure I will add more to this eventually. And of course it's going to depend on how much space I have in the pack. I've ordered it, I don't have it yet. And so, I'm guessing right now as to what I can and cannot put in. But what I've got here, first of all, I want to show you this solar panel. And you'll notice, of course, it doesn't come in this plastic bag, but I'm a big believer in repurposing equipment. This bag is actually was a covering for the dipole antenna that I purchased, but it's it's very well made, thick vinyl, and you can see what's in it, which is nice. So I put my solar panel in this bag. I'll go ahead and take it out, though. Of course, the purpose is to keep it from getting wet, because I'm thinking that because of the size of this solar panel, it's probably going to have to be mounted on the exterior of the pack. But I bought this solar panel. I've had it quite a while. I've probably had it, 8 or 9 years. But it's a good sized panel. And if memory serves me correctly, it's 20 something watts at least. And so you can see it's a pretty good size, but I like the way it folds up. And then it has this 12 volt cigarette lighter type plug here where you can plug in your equipment. And of course I've got all kinds of adapters, which I'll cover as well, that I'll be bringing with me. But pretty nice, a very well made solar panel. Of course there are lots of panels like this available on the internet, but it's made of a heavy, I would say, Cordura type nylon material. So not fragile at all, that's for sure. So there's our solar panel, and if I have room in the pack, I may include something like this. I may throw something like this in as well, which is, I believe, a 7-watt solar panel. And the thing about this one, I was really surprised. I think I got this at Northern Tool. By the way, this solar panel, like I said, I bought it 8 or 9 years ago. I think I paid around $150 for it. And if you shop around, prices have come down on solar panels since then, but this one, I think you'd be hard pressed to find one that's as well made as this for less money than that. But this one was really kind of a surprise. I believe I got this at Northern Tool a few years ago. And I tested it when I was really surprised at how well it operates in partial sunlight. I had it in my vehicle as kind of like a battery minder to plug into the cigarette lighter or the 12 volt accessory port. And it has this common, you'll find this a lot on solar panels. And I'll show you why I like these here in a little bit. But I tried to keep all my solar panels with this connector. Next is the power station. And again, I'm repurposing something. This was actually a camera case that I had because I've done videos kind of as a hobby in years past. So I had already had a lot of video equipment, which made it easier to start my YouTube channel. But again, I repurposed that to hold this, which I just recently purchased. And this is the power station. And again, I've repurposed this plastic container here. These are common. You'll see these like if you buy curtains or sheets for the home, or even men's underwear. I've seen them. These vinyl bags that have a zipper. And again, this is to help keep the water off of it, because this, of course, cannot get wet. But I did a lot of researching online to try to find a power source that I thought would be good for my project, and ended up settling on this. And you'll see this, actually, I've seen at least three different companies make this exact same unit. Now I ended up getting the Floureon, and I don't recall what the names, there was at least two others, but when I shopped around, for some reason I was able to get this at a lot cheaper price than the other two brands. The others were selling for around $140. I got this one on eBay for $88, including shipping. And it's the exact same specs. It's the same unit, just has a different name on top. Now, some of the others did come with a zippered nylon container to put it in, which is nice. But I already had, the container that you saw, so I didn't really need it. And that container, to me, definitely wasn't worth the additional cost. But why I ended up settling on this one was, first of all, the size. I thought it would fit nicely in a pack. And of course, any battery like this is 146 watt hour, and it's a 200 watt continuous and 250 watt surge capability. I'm going to be using this with my Xiegu G90, which is 20 watt QRP radio, HF radio, but you can adjust it anywhere from 1 watt up to 20 watts, so you don't have to operate it at 20 watts. But I like this one because it had two AC outlets. A lot of them did not have that, and it had 4 USB outlets. So you could have, power a lot of different things with this. It also has a 12 volt output, and this was another thing that it had to have for my purposes, and that was to be able to be charged by a solar panel. And this does have a 15 volt input. It says solar input. It's rated at 2 amps on the input. You can't exceed 2 amps. So, since it's going to be in a field pack, you're limited as to how much solar panel you can bring with you anyway. So, I think that's a good number there, 2 amps. I also liked it too because it gives you a readout on where you're at. I hate charging things and not know what the status of it is. If you just got that one blinking light, red light, and then it turns green when it's done, that's fine, but you don't have any idea how long it's going to take you to charge everything. So that'll be my power source. Again, it can be charged with solar power. It also comes with a AC adapter to charge at home, and I also have that here in my case. And I also have in here now this did not come with it. Now some of the others do come with this, but I had one already. This is a cigarette lighter 12 volt adapter. I can also charge it with this. So I've got 3 ways to charge it. Cigarette lighter in the car, so if you're driving to your location or you need to recharge, you're using your vehicle battery, you can do that. AC adapter, and of course the solar panels. So again, repurposing. I had these dry bags, little ditty bags, just sitting around I wasn't using. So I thought, well, this is a good opportunity. And I've got a few cables in here now. I'm going to add to this later. But you know, I showed you that the connector that I had on that small solar panel. You'll see this is the same thing. And this converts it from that to the 12 volt or 15 volt input as it is on the charger. So that will plug into there. And I've actually got a lot of other solar panels in varying sizes, so if I need to, I can bring you know, a lot of solar panels with me, and I'll show you what I've got for that. But also have here again that same plug. You know, you need to standardize your equipment, and this is so you can connect to a battery if you want to. Say, for instance, your vehicle battery. You could even charge your power cell with your vehicle battery. Now this item is why I chose to standardize on that plug that I did. And this is a solar combiner. I got this at Harbor Freight, and I've had this for quite a while too. And you'll see it has all these inputs all around it. I believe there's 8. And they accept that same type of plug. So if I've got multiple solar panels, or maybe, you know, I'm operating with other people and they have solar panels as well, and I have adapters, so I can make any solar panel work with this. But I wrote on here, it's a 30 amp max, or 400 watt. So we could have up to 400 watts of solar panels, and then it has an output down here. So I have a power cable that runs from that into the power cell, and so I can charge this. And I think this is an important tool. Again, I got this at Harbor Freight. I don't remember what I paid for it because it's been so long ago, but I'm sure it was on sale, because I very rarely buy anything unless it's on sale. Always looking for a good bargain. So that is the solar power component of my radio field pack that I'm assembling. If you have any questions or comments, I'd appreciate it if you leave them down below in the comments section. Like I said, this is episode 26, part 1. There'll be at least probably 3 or 4 parts to this video. And in the final one, we'll put it all together in that pack. And I hope you'll stick around to see the pack, because I think it's really a really cool, innovative pack, different from what I've seen other people using. But this is Buzz with AirWaves. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you'll subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to share and like the video, and I'll see you down the dial.